Hey, great Thursday morning. A little bit of delay. It's kind of weird, but for some reason, StreamYard is struggling a little bit. It's kind of a weird deal. They uh, they are slow in grasping on two of the pages that I stream on, so it's just not so much a pain, but I have to relive them, relive them, relive them, something like that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, and before anybody comes on, I will say that. And now the weather. It is a little bit on the cloudy side. It wasn't as bright and sunny as it had been for the past couple of weeks. Uh, Temperature is supposed to go up into the 90s. It's just hot as the dickens, and I've sort of started to shy away from predicting the weather because that's Frankie's job. Frankie's job is to predict the weather, and I don't want to step on anyone's toes. ¿Qué te pasa, el gallo de Joe Valdez? Good morning. Good morning. It is a good morning for me. It's going to be a very very slow morning. I have hardly anything to do today. So I was planning to go have lunch with my attorney. Good morning, Kanina Hermosa. I was actually planning to have breakfast with my attorney, but I think one of my attorneys, I think my attorney forgot that came. I just picked my nose. I think my attorney forgot that I have a 9 o'clock show, and that concerns me a little bit because all my attorneys should be watching the show, just taking notes, getting ready to present a defense against anyone that files a lawsuit or a cease and desist letter. I haven't gotten a cease and desist letter uh, in the past uh, in the past couple of weeks. That's progress. Either people are have started to realize that don't give a rat's behind, or that they have to wait in line for their turn in regards to all the cease and desist letters that I get anyway, or they just realize it's not going to go anywhere. I do my best not to share my cease and desist letters with my attorneys. I tend to answer them myself. Not that not that I am an attorney, but I have an idea is in regards to how stupid and frivolous a lot of these requests are. One of the things that I think is kind of funny is that I get a lot of requests, friend requests from individuals that are attorneys, law firms all over the state of Texas, which could be a couple of things. Buenos días, Patricia Hermosa. I don't know if it's that they're interested in finding out what's going on in the city of Brownsville, or they're getting ready to file suit. I'm not sure which one it is. It doesn't matter. But I will say that one of the things that I see on my news feed is I start to see on those people that Facebook recommends, people you may know. Have y'all seen that? People you may know. In those folks, those are individuals that, good morning, those are individuals that are stalking your page at a distance, but they've haven't had the nerve to either send you a friend request or just want to look at a distance, and I'm okay with that. And one of the things that I think a lot of people don't realize is that you can easily just click on the follow button, and you could follow it. Castro. I think I have close to 50,000 people that are following me, which is okay. I appreciate that. Which I appreciate that. I appreciate individuals that go out there and follow. And I say that because the other day I was because it comes out on your like thingamajig stuff. that's whatever's happening on your social media page. Sunshine, where can I report animal abuse? You can report animal abuse at the police, Brownsville Police Department. You can report animal abuse at the Brownsville Police Department. Quiero saber si no está ocupado, Gallito, servicios esta mañana. They need my services. I'm not sure what they need me for, but let me tell you, I'm available today. I have nothing to do. Buenos días, Erasmo. Excelente día. Bendiciones. Bendiciones, Patricia. Dios la cuide. Good morning. Good morning, Erasmo. Pórtate bien, por favor. I'm doing my best, Mario. It's not as easy as a lot of people seem to think it is. And that's the difference. It's easy for a lot of other folks that just go about their normal day to portarse bien. Not that normal with Erasmo Castro. And I don't know why. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning. Loving your red bow tie. Thank you. It's actually fuchsia. I have a thing about fuchsia. It's one of my favorite colors. And that is the last comment, I think. Uh, Let me say, folks, this was the one that I was struggling with. For some reason, it was wanting to come in. Actually, I think our phone communicate with each other, and depending on who is near you, it will recommend those that are around you or friends with people around you. I think there's like this little algorithm thingamajig that actually picks up the individuals that are constantly looking at your page. I think that's what's going on, and they're the individuals that are constantly looking at your page, and because they're out there. Sam, are you available? I didn't know if you were available or not. Uh, there you are. Crazy. Hold on. Tell me. Uh, my cousin is calling. Ande? Hello? My cousin is calling, and she should know that I am doing a show. Uh, she doesn't watch my show, but you would figure that she'd know. You would figure that she know that I am living the show. So I think that that's what happens when people are out there watching and stalking your show. That's when I think it comes in. You have commercials from India. I love my people from India, and that's one of the markets that I'm actually trying to break into. If I could get everyone out there from India to be watching, be a big blessing. Uh, it was kind of trippy because this morning I was I did send the link to Sam to see if they were wanting to come onto the show. What happened is actually um, what happened was that I was going to go have breakfast with my attorney. So I said, well, let me just do a quick, hey guys, how's everything going? I gotta go. I gotta go have breakfast with my attorney, one of my attorneys. But again, it just didn't work out. Conflicting schedules, such is life. Conflicting schedules, and that's my 10 minutes. Estás tragando.
Okay.
You're eating, right?
Yeah, how do you know?
I saw a picture. Mira.
And I'm like, it's warm, but I'll set it aside for the show.
Wait, why aren't you working today?
The weather. I did go. I already went, but the it's not uh helping.
What happened to your hair?
I put some water right now because it was like
No, the side of your head.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That. What happened to your hair there?
It's a fade.
Oh, so that's more than a fade. That's a bald.
Yeah. Well, it's because I told him with a 00,
What the hell is a 00?
like super super short, like the shortest of the machine. You know how I have like the on the clippers, it goes up and down. You have the 0, which is like up, and then 00 is all the way down.
Well, why would you do that?
So you could be super short. If not, it's gonna be all good and yellow.
Hola, Sam. You as well, Sam. Well, I appreciate that. I was here first. Why don't I? Why don't I get?
Hey, I was listening to what you were saying about the algorithm, about Facebook and everything.
Yeah,
I was just seeing your commercials. They were literally in a different language,
it's crazy. Let me tell you. But I think it's
which
because
means maybe you're reaching more people.
I maybe and I don't go out there and check and see who is actually what part because it'll tell you what countries, what ethnicities, if it's male or female that are watching your stuff. And
Hmm.
I don't check that, but I remember that at one point in time we were getting a lot of people from Afghanistan come on the show.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if it's because I don't know. It could be one of two things. I actually thought that there was some of our friends stationed in Afghanistan that were streaming the show,
Yeah.
and then a lot by because it's streaming over there. Different internet or different thingamajigs picked it up, and I was getting. I think Mohammed was coming on, or Moabid, someone was coming on, and he was getting people from Pakistan on the show. So now, and now the other thing is, I am planning a trip for October and November and December because I'm going to Colombia in August. I'm going to Egypt in September. I don't have anywhere to go October, November, December. So I am planning a trip like somewhere, and I was looking at Amsterdam because I thought that you could do drugs there for free. I mean, drugs there legally.
I thought you were going to go to Afghanistan.
I was
No,
going to go to Afghanistan.
it's an
I
option.
could. I could. The people wanted me to go to Ukraine. I could. I just don't think I want to. But
Is it open borders already, or is it like open to
no,
travel?
no, you have to go into to other countries and then travel in. But I was considering, and this is where the India thing, Mike. I was considering going to the Taj Mahal in
That's like not nowhere near Bangladesh, right?
no, 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 no. Uh, I'm trying to remember the city that I was looking at. Was it Bom? I can't remember, but it was in India. I can't remember, but I wanted to go visit the Taj Mahal because I wanted to do like all the known seven wonders of the world. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, a flight to China, man, it's expensive as crap. You'd expect things in China to be cheaper. Expensive, $1,300 to go to China
Round trip.
round trip.
It's not bad. That's more or less how much they're freaking charging here. Like for some places, if you fly out of Brownsville,
Well, uh, he's the alpha.
he's
Someone said over in Afghanistan that you were a sympathizer. Uh, they would be mistaken. If you want
you
more,
are the new ruler.
if you want more views, you should put in the title, the most popular internet words. Then, when someone is looking for those popular words, your show will pop up. They might click on your video. You know, I don't know how to do that,
That's with hashtags.
and se me hace demasiado, a lot of work.
It's just putting a couple of hashtags of what your show's going to be about today. So whenever you search something on YouTube, you pop up.
I don't
Does that
want to
make
do that.
sense?
Yeah, I still don't do that. Good morning. Make sure you get you that your bride of yours while you're out there. That's for the Philippines. I'm sure Diamond also will be singing Roxanne. You don't have to put on the red light. I thought about that. I thought about going to Amsterdam, and because I think I hear that the red light district is you know is pretty hot and heavy over there. I thought of that, but one of the things that I've shared with people is like I want to go to Colorado, and I want to go to Colorado because it's recreational, it's legal, and again, I don't. Just to make this very clear, I don't use drugs. I don't care to use drugs, but if it's legal, you better believe I'm going to try it because it's like part of it's part of the thing to do. Does that make sense?
Sure doesn't make sense. You
Well, it's
mean
just,
adapting to the worldly stuff?
I'm still, tengo que conocer de todo in order to preach against it.
It should teach out of experience. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. It's like how can
You would
someone?
know at 32, is it? You would have quite a bit of experience.
Let me tell you, if I could remember my 20s, good. Uh, Erasmo live Friday 7/29. Homes for sale. Nike, India, China, Ukraine. Yeah, those are commercials that are coming out.
Or the hashtags you could use.
Oh, hola, mis guaperinos. Me tendré que desplumar con esta calor.
Con ese calor.
Desplúmate, pájara Peggy. How does it feel to be world traveling, good looking, single king of also social media? It's not an easy job, and that's one of the things that I think a lot of people don't understand. Guys, it's not easy being this handsome, being this popular. It really isn't easy. But I'm very grateful that I am as strong willed as I am, and lack any sense of sentiments. You know, and this is one of the things that I am different from the rest of my family. I am more of a critical thinker instead of a emotional thinker. You know, because in our family, a lot of people are all with a sentimiento like. I don't do that crap. I don't buy it. Huh? Sam?
The decisions are based on emotions.
Yeah. And that's why they get into all that crap that they get into. Mine aren't. I don't care. And people can come to me crying like, I'm going like
Hey, speaking of crying, did you ever recover from that fall from the moped?
from the scooter.
Yeah. Over there in Italy or
And
Paris?
it was in Madrid. It's strange that you say that because I still feel it. Like when I go like this, I still feel the pain right there in on my shoulder. So something must have happened that gone wrong with it.
¿Y no
I,
fuiste con el doctor Simi?
no, I should have gone to a sobadero que me la sobara. And
Might have gone to the wrong one.
I think the problem is that I spent too much money on the sobadero, but in the all the other places, I should have focused on this part right here. But it's not as fun. So what happens is that I do need to get someone to go deep in there, one of those deep massages, and like just really, really hit it hard.
The deep tissue?
Yeah, deep tissue and everything else. But no, it hasn't really recuperated. I still feel a little pain when I go like that. So, but you know, it's part of the struggle with age. It's part of the experience. It is part of the experience. I agree. Go to Taiwan. Best Pelosi to it. Be Pelosi to it. I actually was considering Tibet, going to Tibet and visiting Tibet. Uh, I don't know. I just don't. We'll see. ¿Qué sabes del desgraciado que golpeó a su propio hijo en el centro comercial? Lo vi en tu página. Uh, I saw that. Fue en. Adolios. It's so weird, but everything happens at Adolios. El papá le pegó al hijo, me mandaron la información, lo estuve viendo, pero parte del problema es de que estaba muy revolteada la información. La segunda cosa es de que pusieron las fotos del hijo y no se miraba tan mal el hijo, you know? O sea, como tenía, como que lo habían pescado del brazo, you
¿Qué
know?
tan feo lo quieres mirar o qué?
No, no. Well, if you're a grown man, Sam, and if you're really wanting to hurt your child, you know, lo vas a dejar. Y parte del problema es de que yo me crié con látigo, yo me crié con chicote, yo me crié con vara de mezquite. O
Tú
sea, a
te
mí,
criaste en el rancho.
yo me crié en el rancho con gallinas y chivas y cabras.
Sí, pero adelántale los 32 años para acá.
Ajá.
Las tantas cosas que hemos aprendido y que ha cambiado. Pero no, pues supuestamente que estaba con la madrastra. La mamá la había dejado irse con la madrastra. Pero el otro no le gustó porque ya no estaba con esa madrastra.
Well, es que está muy raro, o sea, está muy raro, muy revoltoso y no es mi tipo de historia. No es mi tipo de historia. No quiero andar involucrándome en historias ay, que mira. El niño no se miraba mal, tenía como un rasguñito aquí, you know, aquí en el brazo. And again, yo no estoy diciéndole a nadie cómo discipline a sus hijos o no discipline a sus hijos, pero a nosotros nos daban con chicote, nos daban con vara de mezquite. So, a
Pero
nosotros,
si eso le hizo en público, que le era en privado.
ya, pero otra vez, si acaso le ha hecho algo en privado, ¿dónde están las pruebas? O
Sí,
sea,
sí.
¿dónde están las fotos? ¿Dónde están? O sea, mira, si hay una secuencia de maltrato, lo entiendo. O sea, vamos a decir que esta fuera la segunda vez. Ya una
Sí.
vez ya lo reportaron, es una segunda vez, entonces now you start to see a pattern. So now go out there and make sure that someone intervenes. But a one-time incident se me hace que, canijillo, especially with the lack of discipline that goes on with the kids these days. I don't know.
Es
Anyway,
como lo que pasó con lo del señor del perro. El que
yeah, and that's the other story about the dog thing. Look, guys, I'm again, I feel for anyone that lost an animal out there, but let me tell you guys, the son of the guy came out and said, "Look, I'm not condoning my father's actions, but you have to understand that pit bull came and attacked our dog, you know." And my concern is, I have cats, I have 4 cats, and if any dog were to hurt my cat, I would kill the dog. Simple as that. I would go out there and stab the crap out of that dog.
like if it was in that situation where he like what's it called when they have like a tight grip on that animal.
Yeah, again, guys, let me tell you, if your dog comes and grabs my cat and has it in his mouth and is killing my cat, you better believe I'm going to kill your dog. It's just that simple. I don't care. I'm not going to go out there and try to wrestle the dog to take my cat out of his mouth. I'm going to go kill the damn dog. I don't care. My parents have this stupid dog that they picked up from the streets because they do that, besides having their son live in their basement, they pick up any dog out there. And again, that's great. More power to them. But that piece of crap little dog, all of a sudden, goes out there and tries to bite me, you know? And I had my Doc Martens on that day. And look, guys, if you're a dog, don't bite Erasmo when he has his Doc Martens on. So the damn dog comes and tries to bite me and bites me on the leg. Bites me. I mean, I had to go. I literally and I went to the doctor to make sure that they cleaned it out because I don't know what that damn dog has. This is the dog that my parents have at home. The dog bit me, and you better believe I kicked the crap out of that dog. And I don't care. I don't care if all the pet people, crazy people, go like, "Oh, Erasmo kicked the dog." Screw the dog. If the dog bites
But was it a good bite or was just a nibble?
uh, pero el problema, Sam, it was I was able to move my leg, so it was just it burst the skin, pero it still cut the skin. But it's because I'm fast at reflexes.
¿Cómo?
You know, I'm super fast, so it just got a piece of me. I kicked the crap out of that dog, and then uh, mom, I was going. Ay, le sacaste sangre a la Molly. Le dije, she bit me. She me sacó sangre a mí. Screw that damn dog. If any dog is going to go out there and bite you, you better kick the crap out of that dog. It's just that simple, guys. If any dog grabs your pet, go kill the damn dog, and take your pet out of the dog's mouth. So this is why. And look, I don't have anything against Pandora. I don't know Pandora, or I don't know the other dog involved. I'm not condoning that the guy killed the damn dog or stabbed the dog, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? And you have to really, really love your pet. You know, you have to really, really love your pet to understand that if any animal is going to come and try to kill your pet, you're going to go ballistic. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Good morning, Pee Wee hater. Good morning, unifying growth for the community. Love you. I don't know who the hell you are. Hey, what's the deal with PUB? My renters informed me the bill went up almost twice from last year. This is kind of part of one of the other things that I hadn't thought about, Sam. Do you know that there's some places out there that have like you pay so much in rent, Sam, and then the light bill is included. And let's say you pay $600 in rent, light utilities included. Can you imagine for the renters? They're screwed.
Yeah, it's cutting into their rent money or into their part.
Their profit.
Yeah, but good luck finding a place that includes everything for $600. I want to say like nowadays like $1,200, thirteen
Well,
hundred bucks.
I was just using it as an example.
No, I know. But yeah, like that's when no nowadays I don't even know how people even do the whole water included in certain areas.
Well, let me tell you, one of the things that I'm very, very fortunate is that again, I don't use much water here at the office, but Papa was telling me, that the water bill at their office was $300,
Where else?
and that's crazy. $300 at Papa's office. Yeah, pues, eso depende. Hey, Frankie.
I jump on. I'm having internet issues. I jump on Sam, and all I hear is animal cruelty con este. No, but it is interesting to hear about the backstory to these cases. Uh, the kidnapping. There's a story of theft, and then that dog that actually happened here, literally a street away from me. That there was already an incident where the dog attacked, but we can all agree, right, that it's like whenever it's called like self-defense, like it's in that moment. You can attack me now, and then 2 weeks later, I can go back and say, Erasmo, this is for 2 weeks ago. That'd be wrong. But we'll see how those cases go.
So
Well,
is that how it happened? It was like 2 weeks later the guy went and killed the dog.
No, I'm just saying it might have been that day. It might have been. I honestly don't know. I'm just trying to just kind of give an example.
Yeah,
no,
because I know it was kind of excessive. Because I know the guy did stab the dog quite a bit, and for to claim self defense, it's a bit much. Um, but
but I don't know. I don't know what the timeline was. I I shared the story, both stories actually. I did not follow them because you know I don't read a lot of stuff that goes on there on the page. But let me tell you, I wouldn't care about the time frame. If your dog comes and grabs my cat and hurts and kills my cat, you better believe I'm going to go after your damn dog. It could
So
be
that's why you go and do the whole court thing, you know? They put him down, they gotta do a police report, they pick up the
well,
animal,
and
they go
again,
through the whole dog court
I
thing.
can't hear you. You're muffled.
But there, if that happens, isn't there like a process to where you make a police report and then the dog gets picked up?
Yeah, but look at what's happening with the police department. Police department ain't going to take any action. I mean, I just had a couple of complaints just today in regards to some animal cruelty and stuff. Police officers don't look, and I'm not blaming the police officers. Part of the problem is that they're so understaffed, so underpaid, that it gets to the point where they just get frustrated. No pueden. This is why it pisses me off that you see police officers and están allá escondidos, desperate to give damn tickets. Look, guys, and again, not no hate towards law enforcement, but go out there and monitor the stuff that's really, really, causing issues in the city of Brownsville. They don't have enough manpower para estar estacionados allá in Stagecoach waiting for Erasmo Castro to go 45 on a 25-mile road.
Did they catch you again?
No.
I was gonna say that.
No, there's more important stuff, And look, one of the things that Frankie mentioned, look, there's such an uprising crime, Frankie. And again, I don't know if you and I disagreed on this sometime back. I think we did because you were all that I'm pro law enforcement, but I was going out there saying how the numbers were all fudged up. Our numbers do not reflect the severity of crime that happens here locally. It doesn't. And when we heard the story about the kidnapping, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but to me, immediately it brought Kimberly's case up.
I think it was a bit excessive though for the whole kidnapping thing. If it's true about the whole theft thing, it goes back to the whole killing the dog over biting the animal. Like if it's just a bite, it without killing the animal, it's then yeah,
Well,
you like
well
do
no,
something about it.
and again, I don't mean to judge a book by its cover, but look, these guys are driving a minivan. And I mean, they don't look like the sharpest tool in the shed anyway, and a lot of it is just reactionary. And if they live allá in the Crackville area of town, you're going to think like, well, maybe they're not just up the bar. Maybe their first reaction was to go and grab the chick and slap the crap out of her. I'm not condoning that either. But again, we have to go to the root of the problem. There's crack whores all over downtown. It's Crackville down here. And supposedly, again, going back, we're putting lipstick on a damn pig. Why are we investing in the infrastructure when the base, the foundation of downtown, which are the crackheads and the homeless and the illegals, are not being taken care of? I mean, Frankie, you know that we've got a Crackville downtown. We've got a prosty downtown, prostitution downtown. We got the homeless downtown. We got the illegals downtown. But we're still investing $10 million in downtown.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot more than that. Uh, I used to like the old downtown, the ropa usadas, the little, you would go and get your stuff. They had some nice stores. But it's gonna take a lot of money to clear up downtown. Now that they are run down, but we do have a lack of manpower. What would you guys think on let's say on a busy night on a Friday? How many officers do you think we have in a city of 100 and let's say 180,000?
Just
20, 25
officers,
on a night? Yeah, or more like 12.
6.
Wow. Yeah, that's very alarming. And look, crime has always happened. Like we can all agree upon that. Now with the cameras downtown, that this need law enforcement making making a case, making arrests. You know, possibly that's the reason how they found out about this kidnapping. They tracked the plates from surveillance. But you know, downtown is bad. Usually, whenever I go, I go to Terra's and the library. Make sure you stop by the library.
High
But
society.
for the most part, that place is, you know, well, those are the only two places in that area. So there's not really much, you know, traffic. But you know, we do need more manpower, and you know, it's going to take a lot more money than $30 million. Is Elon Musk going to come up with, you know, more money down the road?
No, and let me tell you, Frankie, I've spoken to some individuals from the Musk Foundation. They're not happy with the $10 million that was sent to downtown. Because remember, 10 million was sent to downtown, 20 million was sent to the school districts. So
Right.
again, and I challenge anyone that calls Erasmo negative, or anyone that says, "Oh, y'all just talking out of your butt," I challenge anyone. Come with me. Come to me. Come.
We should ask for now that Miss Corey Peña's uh, at
BCIC.
what is it, BCIC? We
Mhm.
should ask for an itemized list of all the Musk money. See how much money is available, just to see, you know, what other what other downtown business owners are able to get some of that money.
Well,
But
Frankie, I challenge anyone. Let's walk downtown and show me $10 million. That's all I want.
hey, is that vacant lot still vacant?
Which one?
Yeah,
The
the trade.
20,000, the across the Wells Fargo, the guy from Matamoros.
Oh yeah, 100% empty.
Yeah.
It's the one next to it used to be a Goodyear, no, like the tire place.
Yeah, I think they tore it down.
It's empty. I go there. I go by there every day because I go to the courthouse.
The weddings, yeah.
Empty. And again, I challenge anyone out there. Show me $10 million. Look, we got two fugly murals, guys. Two fugly murals that could have been painted with $3,000 to $5,000. You know, we spent what, 40,000 on one and 25 or 30 on the other. Two fugly murals and one Bad Bunny poster, and that one was put up before the $10 million. We have nothing to show for it. But I don't know if you knew this, but I did have a conversation with Nathan Burkhart up from BCIC, and we're going to do a walk around of the Casa de Nylon building this coming week. So I'm going to set that up. I'm going to take some videos and some pictures and make sure that I post that up there. But that's going to be part of the questions that I ask. Can you all produce for me, you know, a spreadsheet in regards to how the $10 million from Elon Musk was spent? Who got that money? Who used that money? Because automatically we know that Frankie's friends, the Lima brothers, you know, they benefited from it because they moved the historical district all the way to Palm Boulevard. My other question to them is, it was Trey Mendez's new Dodici wine thingamajig. Was that also now included in the Elon Musk money? Because it's over there in that area.
I think now everything's gonna be masked a lot better. I think now it's not gonna be as blatant, as easy as, oh well, let me see who filed a request to get money. It's gonna be very hard now. You know, they learn from their mistakes, just like any person at it. But that's what I think. That it's going to be hard to and Sam, going back to, okay, I want you to think about it. Does downtown need a grocery store? We'll go to that. But like the Majestic, the reasons behind it, we all could agree it's historical, but you know, 1940s, 1950s. But were they told, you know, hey, maybe you should work on this? Who's going to benefit from it, and things like that. But you know, it is very very interesting to note, why couldn't that money be spent in other parts of Brownsville? And I think people are starting to agree. They're starting to realize, like, hey, like, you know, spread the wealth elsewhere. All our focus, all our chickens, you know, all our eggs are going into one basket downtown, and which doesn't benefit the majority of the population.
But mira, go look at the Majestic. Okay, have y'all been to the Majestic recently, Sam? Let me tell you guys, there's nothing there. Because I've actually been there. And again, this is the problem, guys. When they make these announcements to the city of Brownsville, and they go like, "Hey, we're going to revamp the Majestic." A lot of people are out there going like, "Yeah, great," because they remember the heyday when the Majestic. Look, I went to the Majestic, guys. My parents went to the Majestic. I know what the Majestic looked like. It's never going to come back. What has happened if you go este John Holtz, can't remember his last name. He's a veteran, great guy. The guy's an Erasmo supporter, I think. Well, he's an Erasmo supporter when I'm around, and then he's a Joey Lopez supporter when he's around. But that's okay. Uh, this time, I think he is going to support me. I'm not sure, but they've caved out the inside of the Majestic and made it into a pulga because now it's one of these Mexican curiosity little stores. Have y'all seen that? Where they sell these
The
things from
Mercado Juarez, no?
Mercado, like a Mercado Juarez. That's what the inside of the Majestic is now. They're not going to get that back. So are they just going to fix up the facade of the Majestic? And that's fine. Look, if they're going to fix up the facade of the Majestic, I'm all for that. Restore the facade of the Majestic just to, let people, but it's not going to be what it was before. And this is my concern with them trying to make El Jardín Hotel into a projects, you know, because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be Section 8 housing, and it may look okay for a little bit, but are the individuals that are going to be living in housing out there at El Jardín, are they going to upkeep it? And the answer is absolutely not. You're going to see individuals that are going to be hanging their clothes from the windows. You're going to be having individuals that are going to be having cookouts there inside the El Jardín, whatever it's going to turn out to be. It's just not proper. But going back into something that I mentioned the other day, Frankie, you weren't on. I think Sam, you were on. Uh, isn't it weird that La La Via is it La Via Verde, the that housing project, La Via Verde, the one over there on where your sign's still up, Frankie, on McDavid, is La Via Verde, no? Not La Buena Vista, the projects. Remember those projects that are over there behind the Langel funeral?
Right
Somewhere,
next to it, no? Right
yeah.
next to it, yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that Buena Vista?
Is it Buena
That
Vista?
is Buena Vista. I think it is Buena Vista, yeah.
Isn't it weird? Buena Vista, they were projects, and they beautified them. They made them into these nice, like they apartment complexes. Isn't it weird that when they were fixed, they look better than Brownsville Country Club?
Yeah, they actually look pretty nice.
They look nice, and let me tell you, Brownsville Country Club looks like crap. But have y'all been to Land O'Lakes recently?
Through the crater?
Oliveira?
Yeah,
By Oliveira?
yeah.
Yeah, through all the craters.
It looks like crap. It literally it looks like crap. The streets look like streets from Matamoros. There's been no upkeep. What I'm trying to say is that for all those people that live in the Brownsville Country Club, VICC. Do you remember when VICC was VICC? It looks like crap. You've got colchones all over the place at VICC. You got commodes all over the place because maybe people are out there remodeling the insides of their houses, but the outside looks like crap. And it's weird because that which antes era the in thing in Brownsville is now the crappy thing in Brownsville. Allá para donde vivimos nosotros, Chaparral, antes era, el Chaparral. And now,
And you know what's a new spot that's going to be like the popular one? Madeira.
Frankie's trying to buy a home in Madeira. Why do we not upkeep that which we have? And a lot of it has to do because we focus our resources on things that benefit only the few. St. Joe is still St. Joe Mafia. I mean, look, they're the ones that are getting all these damn positions out there. The new director of GBEC, St. Joe, you know, they get all the cushy positions. They get all the cushy jobs. They keep it amongst themselves. You don't see St. Joe struggling. Very funny how quick you are. Which one is it? I can't remember which one. Yes, I'm
Hey,
asking.
I'm sorry. Hey,
No.
do we need a grocery store downtown or no?
Yes.
Is it going to be the Sampaio building after all? The old Payless?
I don't know.
I think that was the idea for the city at one time.
But
No, that they're gonna do a small grocery store downstairs and like apartments or like condos upstairs.
they
Or
would
was
do.
that Harlingen? I could have
Well,
sworn that was here.
I'm sure that they were going to do it like type of little flat sing stuff.
Yeah.
And like when you go to Austin, you have like the V. I don't know if you ever saw the V over there on North Lamar, but they had like a commercial site on the bottom, and on the top they had little apartments and little lofts. I mean, if that's what they're planning to do, John Hunt, thank you, Alberto. Who's going to afford that, Frankie? I mean,
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out like I do know that people live in downtown, but is there
muffled,
enough people to have?
muffled.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to figure out. Like I know there's people living in downtown, but is it enough to have like a grocery store there, or would it be somewhere else, more centrally located towards another area instead
Let,
of
let me,
just downtown?
let me tell you, I've never in my life heard of an HEB closing. You know, I've never heard of an HEB closing. My concern with them letting HEB close downtown is that couldn't they have salvaged that? There's a lot of HEBs out there, Frankie, that I know that they start to dumb down a little bit and just give out the essentials. But wouldn't that have been some place to have salvaged HEB and help them stay in business? Because in one point in time, that HEB was rocking because of the people that would come over from Matamoros. Now people have to go all the way to Boca Chica and Central Boulevard in order to get to their HEB, and they take the
I,
bus.
I think the economics now have changed. HEB with now, what before it, Asmo and Sam, before it used to be, the downtown area, people from Matamoros. Now it's those people coming from those plasma centers with those 30-40 bucks that they get. HEB, Walmart, all these, corporate, they do their studies, and if they saw that the numbers weren't gonna make sense to them, they obviously pulled out. That just goes to show, and these predictions, it's always in the future, right? It's always long term. So if a company such as HEB, is not going to be invested in the downtown future of Brownsville, should other stores be invested as well? Because again, it's all great for us to want, and it would be nice to have this, but at the end of the day, it's all about making a buck. And is it in their best interest, whether that be HEB, a Kroger, Fiesta, whatever small chain we could try and get down here? Will they be looking at the economics, Sam, and say, you know what, there's no money here?
But again, a small store that does the basics: leche, cereal, frijoles, arroz. How can it not make money? I mean, you mentioned the individuals that would come and get $30 for the plasma, and look, I cross the bridge every day on my scooter, every day. I see the people taking back into Matamoros las bolsotas de comida, you know, and the food products, and also the church's chicken, because Mexicans like church's chicken. I don't know why. But then again, Church's chicken is delicious.
Like, I know you're asking a whole lot about downtown area, but whatever happened to the rest of the Brownsville? Like over here by El Naranjal,
Well,
the Port of Brownsville.
Sam, that was one of my biggest concerns. We had a Walmart over there where Southwestern Keys is at. I mean, that place was amazingly located. How the hell did we lose a Walmart? And again, that's another one of those stores. You don't see those closing. How the hell did we let that go down the drain? And look, one of the things, Frankie, I don't know if you've seen, with the turfs that they're offering the guys from California that are going to do the Riverwalk here, the riverfront here in Brownsville. Again, I'm all for it. I've always said that we need something of that magnitude, but we're so quick to offer tours and offer incentives to these folks. How the hell did we let that Walmart go to crap? I mean, why is it that people from over there by Rivera, Frankie, have to go all the way down 802 to go to the Gucci HEB or Gucci Walmart?
Walmart. Yeah, I think that was the gist. I think that was a geographically moved to center Brownsville, to center 802, possibly. But yeah, you're right. Everything on either, whether you live on Las Prietas, some areas in Boca Chica, and even here over here by the old Walmart Rivera, we don't, we're not lucky to get anything. But it is important to note, where has our money gone to pet projects, and everybody, it seems that when they get into office, they all have their own agendas, and they all, instead of pulling together, they push each other out, and all the money gets spread out, and there really is no money for anything else. We could talk about the county. The county is in deficit $5 million, but that just goes to show that everybody's good to have ideas and projects and things like that, but when it comes down to the important things, such as having good roads, making sure that our infrastructure is up to par, it's sad to say, at even employee salaries, there's no money left in the well.
Well, again, and this is what really trips me out, because at the end of the day, we know that a lot of our elected officials, like the city commissioners or even the county commissioners, they are at a certain precinct, at a certain area, and what Frankie mentions is true. It's like, oh, was I have my pet project is bike lanes, or the west rail trail crap, whatever, that we got screwed on. The city of Brownsville, you got screwed on, because we could have had an amazing road looping that part of Brownsville, but now we don't have a road. We have a semi-road and a bike trail. But look, what Frankie says is true. Why don't we all work together as city commissioners, as county commissioners, and do what is in the best interest of the whole, of the city as a whole and the county as a whole? Because if all the commissioners, Frankie, and even the county commissioners would have said, you know what, let's make sure that Walmart succeeds over there, because we want growth on that part of Brownsville too. El problema, and this is my thing, el problema is so far away from where they're really putting the money that they don't give a rat's behind about growth towards Rivera, going towards the port of Brownsville. And we've got an amazing port that supposedly is making millions and millions and millions of dollars. Why aren't those port commissioners pushing and motivating the city and the county commissioners to invest in that part of the town? Because it would make travel for everyone a lot more easy.
Yeah, but they don't communicate. I'm trying to recall the Spanish saying, "El de más marrano, menos masa."
Menos burros, más solotes.
Something like that. But that's why they don't communicate, because they're just waiting for that kickback. But it does make sense if everybody would just be on the same place, in the same, in the same page, like the county commissioners of Port of Brownsville and the city of Brownsville. Everything would flow more fluent.
Hey Sam, what's your take on the Brownsville Riverwalk? And we've been hearing about this for a while. I asked my friends, and they're like, "What for, bro? It's just gonna be nothing but a taco place. Like it's not gonna hit.
Much, man.
There's gonna be a river next to a river."
Yeah, Pretty much. I don't know what they have envisioned. I don't know if they're trying to do like a river walk. I thought it was just gonna be like on the levee, and they were gonna put stuff there. I don't know if they've done any type of like environmental surveys to see if that would affect the levee. Um, but it sounds like a great idea. I don't think we're there yet. And yes, it has been set for like years, as far as I can remember. I think even from back in 2010, I remember hearing about it. Um, but it's the way they're focusing it. I think they need to. I guess what I was actually talking to somebody from over here from England. What they do is that they give like tax breaks on the first year of when opening a business. So the first year that you're in business, you don't pay any taxes. So you're able to put more into your business and focus more into it. Yeah, the following year, then yeah, you pay your taxes. And that could be an initiative for small businesses there in Brownsville.
Well, here the incentives are for the bigger corporations. They give them like 10 years.
Yeah, but you see the bigger corporation, but how is that helping everybody else?
Well, part of it doesn't help mom and pop shops, but let me say, with all again, I love mom and pop shops. We don't need a mom and pop shop by Rivera. We need a HEB or a Walmart,
Yeah.
and a mom and pop would be great for downtown. A small little nichey little convenience store, not convenience store, grocery store that would cater to a lot of the people that come over from Mexico that come donate the plasma. Got $75 in their pocket. Going to take $50 of groceries back home. It's a win-win for everyone. Thank you, Kat. I'm sorry, I didn't mean the question. My question is, why did Mayor Trey Mendez emphasize the crime against the dog more than the crime against kidnapping? Frankie?
Because kidnapping obviously is, that's an ugly word, and Brownsville is ranked number 16th in the safest cities, and God forbid that a Californian read of a kidnapping in Brownsville and say, "Oh crap, I'm going to Mexico." Nah, never mind. I'm going to cancel my plans of moving to Brownsville. It's obviously PR. They're trying to not let the information leak out as much as possible to the outside world. I think that's the reason why.
They'd
I agree.
rather hear them defending the dog than talking about kidnapping.
I agree with Frankie. Again, the numbers are fudged up. Why hasn't Kimberly's story? Why hasn't the Kimberly story made national news? And look, to all the LGBTQIA community out there, y'all are stupid if y'all not pressuring these local leaders to make this national news. You know? And again, you may hate me all you want. Screw y'all for hating me. Because I'm the number one advocate for the LGBTQIA community here. Not Commissioner Roy de las Chanclas, not anyone else out there. I am the number one advocate for the LGBTQIA community here. And I'm the greatest pastor in Texas and north of Mexico. I'm still the greatest advocate for the LGBTQIA community. Even if you hate me, pieces of crap, I don't care. I will continue to fight for the Kimberly story to come to light. I will continue to fight for the Kimberly story to make national news. And it hasn't. And it hasn't because of what Frankie just said. It goes against the narrative that everything is peachy keen in Brownsville. Everything is safe. And that's what's unfortunate, because a family still does not have any answers. A community doesn't have any answers, and we're all the less safer because Mayor Trey Mendez is a piece of crap. Because for him and for them, it's all about the money. It's all about saying that downtown is safe. Come eat my crappy pizza for $18. Frankie.
I'm all about awareness, and I do agree with you. I wish the LGBT community would do a more of protests, more wanting more exposure of this story. Recently there was an uproar because they put their flag up on a totem pole along with the flag of the United States, and they said, "Hey, the only flags that are supposed to rise are the U.S. and the Texas flag. I wish that they would have used that moment, that podium that they had, and said LGBTQ Day in Brownsville. Or we want to talk about a story of Kimberly, who's still missing. I'm kind of disappointed in that community in the sense that they haven't done much. And again, it's easy for one to say, oh well, they're probably not doing nothing, and maybe they are doing something. But we haven't heard them be as vocal because at the end of the day, Kimberly, she was and is a part of our community, and she is a part of the LGBTQ community. So they should do more of an outreach, more working with the PD. What can we do? Because the more that her name and her face are out in the media or out on social media, the more that people hopefully could remember something, could be willing to talk, because obviously somebody knows. And the reasons why Erasmo and Sam, that they don't talk about this, the LGBT community, in my opinion, was because this was a case of possible prostitution, of possible of something forbidden, taboo, against the law. So they really don't want to bring that issue up. That is the reasons why I think that this case hasn't had as much exposure, hasn't been heard throughout the social media, because there was allegations that something did happen in on that eventful night, obviously.
Well, Sam, again, you are a proponent for the LGBT community, a champion for the LGBT community also, despite your shirtless beach picture. But let me say, Sam, we just had, and for Frankie's mentioning, we just had June Pride Month. Did you hear about anything? Because you follow all the events out. Did you see anything out there called an outcry for Kimberly during LGBTQ Pride Month? An outcry for Kimberly.
To be honest, I did not. I did see a whole lot of pride cross there at the bar cross, but I didn't see anything in particular. I haven't seen anything like lately in the news of it. Or I do see every once in a while when they do put the whole anniversary, but that's on behalf of my friend who who was like their it was like her cousin.
It's not enough. It's not
yeah,
enough.
it's not enough.
That's what pisses me off. It's not enough because it's their responsibility. And let me tell you, no one, not even Frankie, no one has been more vocal in regards to keeping this story alive than Erasmo Castro. I'm out there, do something, give us something. But isn't it weird that it hasn't made national news? I mean, don't you think it's national news worthy? Where's Nancy Grace?
A quick question. So,
Unsolved
since you had mentioned that it might be like a prostitution case or whatnot, so have the cameras in downtown kind of deterred that activity in downtown? And if it has, wouldn't it be kind of smart to kind of put more cameras around town in the high trafficked or high crime areas?
That I don't think that's ever going to go away.
No.
We like to go to we like to go to the Oyster Bar. That's one of our favorite places downtown, and there's a line of women there during the day in broad daylight. So I don't think more cameras would deter that. Right in front of El Jardín, all those tiendas, because there's a hotel right in front.
I get the honor of paying though.
I always take the that road whenever I do go to the Oyster Bar downtown. So, and we see it, and it's during the day. I'm hardly there at night. Only whenever I go eat at Terra's or whenever I stop at the library. So I'm never there at night.
Swinger. Let me say, I take that route because, and let me tell you, because I go on my scooter when Frankie invites me to go to Oyster Bar and I have to pay. But I always take that route, and I always, I always say hi to all the prostitutes there. Hey, hermosa, buenos días, because let me tell you, I don't care that they're prostitutes. And again, I am not against individuals going out there and having sex and getting money for it. I don't care what anyone says. If that's what they need to do, that's what they want to do. More power to them. And again, look at my fight with Dr. Juana. You know, that Juana, es que you're not. No, women can do with their body whatever the hell they want to do. Men can go out there and do with their body whatever they want to do. But let me say, these people need to be treated with the utmost respect. You know, just because they're out there, you know, selling their wares, and again, more power to the people that are picking them up. You know, they better be treated with respect, with dignity. They better be treated right.
Yeah,
I
but it's like when you were saying, like, what's the root? Like, what's the root of all that stuff that's causing
and exactly,
issues?
and you hit on it, Sam, because this is what my post about this morning was. De que no sirve, and I comment on all these city pages that GBEC on Brownsville. You know, oh, we've got a new interim for GBEC, and look at all the amazing economic development that we've had in the city of Brownsville. That's what the story was, Frankie. It's bullcrap. It's bullcrap. Because if we really had true economic development going on in the city of Brownsville, it would minimize, Frankie, the need of individuals having to sell their bodies downtown. It would minimize, and I'm not saying it would make it disappear. It would minimize the mental health issues of the homeless that are downtown. It would minimize the need for individuals to go out there and ratearse cosas. And again, minimize because las ratas son ratas como quiera. But it would minimize the need for individuals to go out there and be jambones, you know? And I'm saying, not saying it would disappear, but economic development in a community, you know, it softens the blow of mental issues, prostitution, uh, not drug use. People are still going to be using drugs, but at least the crime that is associated with drugs, because people can do all the damn drugs that they want as long as they do it in their house or allá en el beach, donde quiera, no hay problema. El problema is because people don't have income coming into their house, they have to go steal for all this stuff.
Yeah, and they might reduce the whole drug things if they had more cop enforcements.
Well, we can't have cop enforcement when you got 6 officers
That's
patrolling
what I'm saying. If
five
they're to
nights every
increase it,
night. And that's the problem. Because if we, and again, it's all about economic development, Frankie. If we had enough money coming in generated to all of Brownsville, then we'd have the opportunity to hire cops at a better rate, offer them better insurance, offer them better medical, better retirement plans, you know, give them a little cushy job, and we'd have more police officers patrolling the city of Brownsville.
so if they had more income into the city, they would have provide more of that stuff. So you're saying that we shouldn't be giving that much of a big tax break to all the corporations that are coming into the city.
We need economic development.
Yeah,
That's,
but if you're giving a 10-year tax breaks to everybody left and right, how are you going to bring in money into the damn city?
sometimes you have to invest in order to get a little bit more. And look, and this is my thing, uh, and I want your take on it, Frankie. With SpaceX, you know, we dished out, I think, 25 million for SpaceX. Look, I want SpaceX here. I want SpaceX to succeed. LNG, Port Isabel just recently decided to say no to LNG, the school district. Look, guys, we need LNG. We need them. And it's unfortunate because we have nothing else. What do we have? I mean, the port promised big steel. Where is it? It never materialized. But every single time that there's an election coming, all of a sudden, you know, we're getting all these great industries coming into the city. Where are they? Where's Titan Tires? Where's the bridge to nowhere? Where's all this other crap that people have just forgotten about? We need something. And we're God, by the grace of God, thank you, Lord, that we've got SpaceX. You know, that at least they bring in people from all over the place, but at least these people eat and they like tacos and they like enchiladas, not the ones that mi pueblito sells or gives away for votes, but they eat, they sleep, they consume, they're here. Let's treat them okay.
I think it's hard, man. Honestly, the only things that we have popping in Brownsville are car washes. The way the light and the water bill has been coming out, we always question how are these businesses able to manage to stay open. Um, there is mismanagement within all these organizations, giving either incentives or opportunities to business to move into Brownsville. As we all know, everything's going to be catered to SpaceX, and we could ask, where's Paragon? Where's all these other companies that have been coming in and establishing here in the city of Brownsville? What else is there? What should we expect from Corey Peña and the new GBIC CEO? Are they going to be those individuals that are going to facilitate the monies being allocated to certain individuals based on their relationships? Because at the end of the day, we don't see prosperity here in the city of Brownsville. The only ones that do and have prosperity or who have it good are those in those good circles, while the rest of our business owners are suffering. We have to do a better job of giving resources, opportunity to our mamas and pops. And again, we do want to invest on new companies, new entities coming and spending money. But I would challenge, our nonprofit organizations, those instilled within our city, to help out those mom and pop stores. They try and do it. I think they try and do it during the recession. But shouldn't we reward taxpayers, individuals that are heavily invested in our city? And I know there's always like loopholes. Oh, we can't spend the money on old business owners. We got to attract new business for new money. But at the end of the day, as we all know, these individuals, they don't really spend. They just open up shop because the anticipation, guys, is that SpaceX is going to be alive and well within 5, 10, 20 years. Nothing now. We are in the very beginning stage of testing, of the environmental report being sent back. So right now, SpaceX is just in this infancy. So we should target our businesses, make them strong, provide them with resources. That way they're able to stay afloat. They're able to hire more people. That's just my idea. Why are we gonna focus on individuals that might come to Brownsville, might spend money? We don't know. Let's focus on what we have now.
Exactamente. Make what we have strong, and then start to accept other things coming in. But we can't lose SpaceX, and guys, we cannot lose LNG. Cannot. Guys, I'm not going to get to all the comments. I apologize. It's sorry, 10:15, but let me go to these couple questions. My husband saw a digital speed limit sign after cross railroad trucks on Price Road head towards Cleaning. Is this recent or more throughout the city? I haven't seen it. Have y'all seen it?
I haven't seen it.
I just saw it yesterday. Yeah, I did see it.
I hadn't seen it. I think very, very limited. Your thoughts on the new appointment, GBIC? We're hopeful. I'm hopeful. Let's see what happens. But again, I trust no one that these people appoint. But I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Let's wait and see. Anyone other?
That's my main story tomorrow, so I'll hold off on it.
You have to give us a little insight.
Nah, tune in tomorrow at 7.
Sorry, guys. I'm not going to get to all the comments. I apologize. I have actually clients that came in to the office. Huh? I actually have to get to work, and Sam has to eat that damn waffle.
Yeah, it's already soggy. Yep.
So, Frankie, when are you going to be back on? You're doing Tuesday and
What?
Thursday? You're doing Tuesdays and Thursdays?
For what?
He's doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
So you're doing Tuesday and Thursdays at 9 o'clock?
Oh, I'm gonna have a lot more time on my hands. I am gonna be going into business on my own. So, goodbye corporate America. I learned a lot, and it's time for me to
Spread your wings.
to spread my wings and apply all the knowledge and resources that my family and my previous jobs have provided me. So looking forward to it.
There's no family,
but yeah, but yeah, if you guys will allow me, yeah, I'll be here on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Good.
I will have a lot more time on my hands.
And just to make it clear, there's no family resources. I am the poorest sibling in the family. So no one here would ask for anything other than lunch.
The politicos have the county and city tit. I have the Erasmo tit.
Let me tell you, after I lost weight, there's no tip. A little bit. Guys, have a great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. We'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Guys, tomorrow morning, Frankie, at 7 o'clock in the morning, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 7 o'clock in the morning. It's a good time for you to be getting dressed, getting prepared, getting ready, and hear what's going on in the city. 7 to 7:45 to 8 o'clock. Guys, Trico Company is moving to Matamoros slowly. Ask people in there. I actually heard about that. We'll get more information on that. It's really unfortunate because we're probably going to lose Trico completely, and that's going to cut a lot of jobs out there, guys. It's really, really unfortunate. And this is back to where we go. We don't have economic development. We don't have growth. We're losing that which makes us strong. We can't afford to lose what we have. We've already lost HEB. We lost Walmart. We lost Titan Tires. We lost T-Mobile. We're just losing. And all these other companies that the mayor made mention that we were going to get air traffic, air taxis or space taxis and all this crap. I don't know where they're at. And we're already giving them a big old chunk of change, and I don't see them. But again, maybe Burkhart, Nathan could clear that up for us. Guys, tonight at 9 p.m., be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.